What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Game Over Gerkinman. Welcome back to Dark Souls 2. I have been absent for a week. I just got back from a week-long trip around the Maritimes of the eastern coast. Yeah, the eastern coast of Canada. I had a absolutely incredible, amazing, wonderful time. And I only have about 3 weeks left in the country, which has me utterly terrified and a little sad. Happy to be going home to see my family, but also sad to be leaving Kelly and friends behind. It's a bit bittersweet. Anyway, after I finished wrapping up the last episode, I did a couple of little things off camera. So before we start the DLC, which is all that's left to do, we've got 3 DLC packs to do. And the DLC I find much more difficult than the core game, so we'll see how I go. I need to get this, all finished this week, so I can trade in this Xbox One this weekend, and I need to be extra quick about it, because the disk drive on this Xbox One is starting to make horrible grinding sounds, and the sooner I can trade this in, the better. Hopefully I'll be able to get a Switch out of it, but I don't know yet. We'll see. Anyway, notice I'm wearing different armor. I went and farmed for the Allen Captain armor, which I currently have a +7. Armor worn by the Captain of the Allen Knights. The accoutrements of the Allen Knights who served the Old Iron King were created with an advanced casting technique that remains solid and handsomely crafted. The design is styled after the armor worn by an unusual knight who trained the Iron King's men in the sword. He was said to have deserted his liege after bearing witness to his descent into depravity. This armor has really, really good fire defense, which won't really come into play in the next area. But all around, it's just really good armor, but it's also very, very heavy. So there's that. I also picked up, in here, I used a bonfire ascetic, and I went and fought the Rotten a second time so that I could get the Butcher's Knife. I could turn his soul into the Butcher's Knife. An oddly large Butcher's Knife, not your standard weapon, but certainly deadly enough to be utilized as one. Absorbs the HP of foes. Who's in the right mind would create such a thing? Perhaps it is best not to dwell on it or how it was likely used in the past. The reason I got that is there's one particular boss fight with a dragon, and though that sort of weapon, the Great Sword's not really great against it, and anyway, that's in the next DLC. All in this DLC we're going to. So let's do it, let's start this DLC business. We're going to make our way down to where we fought the Rotten, which was, the depths here. Yeah. Hidden Chamber, let's go! Alright, as I said, on my last time through, the DLC absolutely, whooped my ass. But hopefully, now that I'm a bit more experienced with the DLC, I can, actually do the DLC without having too much of a problem. But we'll see, we'll see. Some of the bosses in the, DLC are pretty damn tough. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Anyway, let's, come over here to this guy here. And this will teleport us, now that we have that dragon claw, this will teleport us to a new location. So let's go! Alright. I really like the DLC for Dark Souls 2. I really like the Sunken King. This one's very much kind of like a Zelda sort of dealio in terms of design. And then there's the second one, the Iron King, which is more of a Dark Souls 1 sort of level design, which I also really, really like. The third one, the Ivory King, is definitely the most difficult in my opinion, although I would say that the Iron King DLC definitely has the most difficult boss fight in all of them, that being Fume Knight. Personally, I find them to be quite difficult, otherwise that's also my favorite fight in the series, or in this game at least. Ivory King is very much its own thing, and I find it to be pretty interesting. But I don't know. Yeah, this area is pretty beautiful. I really like it. I like it a lot. Oh, hello! I've seen Let's Plays of this where people didn't even, notice that dragon sitting there, and they literally just, ran straight up underneath it without noticing there was anything there. It just boggles my mind. But anyway, welcome to Shulva, the Sunken city. This DLC definitely brings back a lot of the wraparound level design of Dark Souls 1, which I think is something that most people appreciated. I certainly did. But yeah, these DLC areas are great. There's a really good armor set in here on my last playthrough. It's actually what I upgraded to. And I use that for the rest of my playthrough, but I won't be doing that this time because I quite like what I've got. This is an elevator we'll be unlocking much later on. And really factors into that whole wraparound feel the level design has in these DLCs. It definitely... The DLC feels more like Dark Souls 1 than the base game, for sure. Down you go. OP sword is OP. Oh yeah. Archers. Now, introducing a new mechanic. What happens when I hit this? Something's gonna happen. Oh, hey, down you go. That's this DLC's big mechanic. There's interactive environments, which is something that isn't unfortunately found in any of the other DLC, but I guess if it was, it'd make things feel a little less, I don't know, unique. No, you don't. But you will find yourself relying pretty heavily on your bow, which I can understand some people being kind of not a fan of, since not all builds have a bow. But from a gameplay standpoint, in terms of like puzzle solving and stuff, I think it's actually really cool. Come on, you jerks. Not gonna get me. You can also hit them manually like that if you want. Basically, you just use these to knock these guys over so you can take them out easier. Oh, that went poorly. Oh, damn. That was lucky. These DLCs are also really difficult. I can say that much for certain. Oh, hello. I did not want to come down here yet. That's completely thrown me off. Thankfully the enemies here, the general regular enemies anyway, aren't anything too crazy. Wait a minute. Where am I? What am I doing down here? Trying to work out where everything is in relation to each other. Yeah, poison stone. Oh, yeah. I know what I'm doing. Can I punch that? That'd be pretty cool. Well, since I'm here now, do that. There's lots of these like corrupted bugs here, which are kind of gross. I think now I can use this to fucking archers everywhere. Evil egg sacks. Ah! Corrupting bugs. Gross. This will allow me to... Where's this gonna go? I'm just hitting stuff now without being able to see what's going on. I've been totally thrown off by what that douchebag did at the beginning. Knocking me down. And he's still up there shooting arrows at me, the douchebag. Oh, that's what that did. Okay, so that switch pulls this up here so I can... Yeah, that makes sense. So I'm going to be making my way to the first bonfire. That's my goal for this episode. On my very first playthrough of this game, I found getting to that first bonfire to be incredibly difficult. Now that I have a better idea of what I'm doing, and now that I'm back at the beginning again, I can just hop down there. Hopefully it'll be a little easier. Yeah, this area is so densely packed with just, like, stuff. There's so much stuff. So many items, so many rings, and things like that. You know what? I don't even want to... I don't even... Oh, okay, maybe I do want to even. I haven't got my shield out because I'm, oh, now I remember why I don't... Because I haven't played it in a week either, so now I'm getting readjusted to how all the controls and everything work. Forgot that this is the only sword with, like, tracking of this type. This sword's much better to use without the... lock on. Ugh, there we go. Yeah, alright, so now I've done that, I can safely explore around here. Yeah, I died so many times on my first playthrough of this, this area. There's so many cool, like, hidden items and stuff. I'm not gonna worry about those until later. Oh, that was close. Longbow +7. So, in case you're somebody who didn't bring a bow with you from your, I like the fact that that's there. So if you didn't bring your own bow, because you're not a bow class, you don't need the bow for actual, like, combat here. It doesn't force you to use it in combat, which is nice. It just forces you to use it for puzzle solving. And it gives you one there in case you don't have one on you, and I think that's really good. I know. You see, I'm being very careful of, like, trying to keep track of what's going on in my surroundings. Oh, that was a nice save. Could get my shield out, I suppose, but then I'd have to one-hand this. Which is starting to seem like it maybe not such a bad idea. Alright, let's go back to using a shield, I suppose. Got 77 life gems, that's plenty. Alright. Whip it out. Oh, I go back to using a shield. Oh well. It'll do the job. I can still quick roll, right? Yeah. Until I get comfortable playing the game again, which, you know, if you don't play something for a week and then you come back to it, sometimes that happens. You kind of... Skills reset. How do I get up there? Don't quite remember if it's got something to do with this. This switch. What's this gonna raise up? I know there's one of those switches over there you can... Aha! Hey, buddy. The tracking of this weapon only really happens when you're doing this attack. I can move my stick while I'm doing it and completely change direction. The only weapon that has that. And that's why I like it so much. More so than its output of damage, even. Yeah, no you don't. Stupid thing. Crackwood eye orb. Too bad. Poison. Poison's not the best. Is full of poison? No, that's good. Gonna be a bunch more of those bugs in here, though. Alright, now. Feels good to be back. Back in my Dark Souls. There are 3 bosses in this DLC. 2 of them are really good, and 1 is fucking awful. And I don't know if I'll be doing the awful ones, because first of all, the run to those bosses seems very much designed for co-op. It's just like this long gauntlet of enemies you just end up running past for the most part. Oh shit, I did not want to hit that. When you hit the egg sacs, the corruption liquid comes out, which obviously not something that you want. So if I can avoid doing that, that would be wonderful. I do not want my sword to break. Golden fruit bomb. There we are. That's more like it. Got another item here. Elizabeth mushroom. Thank you very much. We're basically going to be making our way up into that tower. That's our goal for today. That's where the bonfire is, or the next bonfire. I'm trying to remember. Is the whole point of this just to be able to... Who's shooting at me? Ah! This douchebag. Alright, now let's take care of you. This is the area I kept dying on my first playthrough. Where's that arrow? There it is. There are archers everywhere up here. I could just run through my shield up and deal with it that way, but I'm gonna pick them off like a coward. The less work I could make for myself later on, the better. Because these guys will cause me a lot of grief. Oh, look at that. Beautiful, Dan. Is that gonna hit me? Ah, you missed. Suck it. Suck on that. When you got 3 of these douchebags fucking arrowing you as you're making your way there, like it's... Oh, they're poison arrows too. Well, well, well. Aren't we cheeky? We are cheeky today. Nice hit in the wall there, bruh. There are some items you can get off of these pillars. Like if you set them up in the right order, you can jump down and get little bits and pieces. Don't know if I'll do that. I don't remember any of them being particularly... anything particularly interesting, like weapons or anything like that. But we'll see. Might be a ring, a useful ring or something. And amongst them all... That's right, I've got different arrows. I'm like re-remembering how to play the fucking game after being away for a week. And that should be dead. Yeah, there we go. Wonderful. Now that I've taken care of all you guys, I'm going to jump! It's making my life a million times easier. No, you don't. No, you don't. 3 hits. I liked it better when I killed him in 2. Ah well, beggars can't be choosers. You can kill those guys that are spitting poison as well, but it's a pain in the ass. You basically have to actually... I think they're one of the enemies you have to kill with the bow and arrow. Oh. Oh, that's bad. That's bad, Dan. You don't want to deal with that. Relearn how to play the damn game, Dan. Oh my god, I did not expect that. Heal up. Get this son of a bitch. Just cut him. Cut him. There you go. Oh, you healed while I was doing business, did you? Cheeky fucking bastard. Well, now you're dead. Now you're a dead bastard. 2 Sanctum maces. What was down here? That's what I came down here to find out. I think this is the path where you... Is this the... There's a certain path you jump down onto, and yeah, that takes you to the next, next part of the area. Yeah, that's right. I know what I'm doing. I've been here. Now, come back up here again. We're taking care of those jerks. I can hear someone... I thought I could hear someone running around, but I think it was just an illusion. Magic bolt. I'll take it. There is a... That dragon is obviously going to be the... one of the bosses in this area. It's not actually the last boss of the area, which is interesting. The dragon's an optional boss. It's an optional boss I will most certainly be fighting, because it's awesome, because it's a fucking dragon. But I do find it interesting that it's... For something that's so, like, featured so heavily when you reach the area, it's like, hey, look at this! It's, it is an interesting choice that they made it an optional boss. Anyway, now we can start lifting up these guys, which are going to help us get home. Or help us get to a bonfire. No, you don't. Gotcha. Also, getting backstabs is a lot easier using this thing with... Using it with one hand instead of 2. What does that one lift up? This? Alright. Oh, fuck, I fucked that up. Jesus. Damn it. Alright. That was a mistake. Alright, I'm back here again already. Still have to re-kill all these dudes, but, you know, it's not so bad. It's not so bad. Now that we, like, I've literally, like, this is what makes this level so great. Basically, there's an area back there where we shot one of these things up, and that's created a shortcut so we could bypass all that stuff in the early part. It's just so much better design than, like, anything in the base game. Oh, piss buckets. I'm gonna try to kill this thing down here. This poisonous stone man. So at least I don't have him coming up my ass causing me issues. And then, if I come down here... Where there was the... Can I see those guys from here? That archer that was fucking picking me off? There he is. If I could lure him to run down even, that would be, like, really helpful. Wait, no, someone's after me. Who is it? You! Alright. Blocked! And down you go. Oh, now he's shooting at me. Dick. Dick! Fucking archers are dicks! Hardest part of the whole damn thing, getting past these archers. Without, like, taking the time to climb up there every time and take out all those bugs to shoot at them. I can't believe I fucked up that jump. Literally, what killed me was I double tapped the roll button instead of hitting the stick to jump, as if I was playing Dark Souls 1. And I'm going to put that simply down to just been like coming back from holidays and once again just muscle memory just being thrown completely off. I can't think of what else it would be, because I should know better than that by now. Anyway, let's just take care of you. Because you're an asshole. Dead yet? Almost. Yeah, you're dead. There should be one of these guys left up here, but one on his own isn't nothing to write home about. Oh, there. And this guy here. Taken care of. Whoop! Hey! Hello! Now you're done. Okay! Now we're back to where we were. So I guess there wasn't even anything on that in the first place anyway. I didn't have to do anything. There was no reason to jump on that other than because I like jumping on things. I really do hope there's some, like, petrified dragon bone in this DLC. I don't remember if there is, but I would really like to finish upgrading my, I would really like to finish upgrading my butcher's knife. Don't know if I'll get to or not, but it would be nice. Alright, now, what else we got? I think this one here, there, that lifted that, so this one lifts this, and then this one lifts that. And then that's that opened up. I think, yeah, that opens a shortcut up there, which is nice. And there's also a sneaky one hidden behind here, which I forget what it lifts. Oh, that's that one there. There we go. That should be the whole path done now. Completely forgotten how to get down to that, but I know it's a thing you can do. Some of it will come back to me. Some of it. Oh, no you don't, creepy beetle thing. I'm out of here. Alright, now I can just make my way back to this bonfire, and we can call it an episode. Whew! It's better. Thank you for joining me, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoy our trip into the DLC here. I look forward to catching you next time as we travel deeper into said DLC. So I hope to see you then. Peace out, and as always, have a good one.